It's 1:30 and I have stopped to make a bite of lunch. I just passed a moving barge for the first time and it was going really super slow. I am boiling 2 cups of water and I have my little freeze-dried food here and my trusty mustard. No leg cramps since I started taking mustard, so yay for that. I am hanging out on the creek bank, river bank, for just a minute. I probably will take about 30 minutes here. I'm really pushing it today. I'm trying to make it to the Kanawha River campground, which I don't know, it's looking pretty sketchy. But I passed a mile back, I passed a mile marker that said 19 miles to the Ohio. So if that mile marker is right, and I presume it is, I can probably get to the campground by 7 or 8 tonight if I keep going. I'll definitely be a whooped puppy, but if I don't make it, I'll just stealth camp somewhere that if I can find a place. But this part of the river, I must be near Fraser's Bottoms, because this part of the river, the banks are much lower and they're all forested, like I showed you when I first started the camera around. It really looks a lot like the river bottoms at home, where there's big flat river bottoms and a good heavy line of big canopy trees along the bank. And you can see this bank here, it's not rocked over and it's gently sloped enough that I could easily get out, and the river is shallow on the edges. So it wasn't hard to get out of the water here, but back there closer to the dam, everything has got rocks bigger than a football just packed up the bank. And it was, you know, the work through the Army Corps of Engineers to stabilize all of that. And they had just expanded the Winfield Lock and Dam, so I understand why there's no vegetation, but there are already little sycamore trees coming up in between the rocks. So I'd predict in 5 or 10 years all of that rock work around the lower dam and lock is going to be forested, or it'll be so covered you won't be able to see the rock. It'll be supporting some growth and holding the riverbanks up while the trees are getting started again. So anyway, I did have a quick 10-minute nap about 2 miles back down the river, up the river. I just got real sleepy for a few minutes, and I tied my boat off to a willow tree that was hanging out way over the water. And it was in the shade, of course, so I tied my boat off to that, and I just scooted down in the boat and laid back and put my head in the seat and just dozed for like 5 minutes, and that really gave me a burst of energy, and I was able to make a couple more miles before lunch. So anyway, I'll let y'all know if I get to camp tonight. Thanks for following me. I appreciate your support and all your kindness and all your comments. Like and share my pages so it gets out there. I really want people to start being more aware of our water crisis that we're in as a nation. And we're in the least part of a crisis here, but it's coming. So anyway, thanks a bunch. Talk to y'all later.